Hi everyone, I'm Reading with Jack and today I'm here with a video about beautiful books, and this is going to include both paperbacks and hardbacks. As I've been on holiday recently, I've really missed looking at my bookshelf and all the bright dynamic colours, so I thought that as a first video back today I would look at some of the books that I really admire, look at the covers and the colours and everything. I've seen a few videos like this before on Jean's channel from Bookish Thoughts, who I will link down below in the description. She's a really amazing booktuber. I love the books she talks about. It's very different, very unique, to be honest, and I really appreciate that, and I just love these videos. And as she said, the book cover is always a bonus. If you can get a nice book cover, it's a great thing, because I love looking at books, and obviously presenting books in a really beautiful way is something that everyone loves to do. However, the book content inside is always still important. Don't judge a book by its cover, but definitely appreciate good covers. The first one that I'd like to share is Anther Mountain's Echoed by Khaled Hosseini, and this is an amazing, beautiful hardback edition, and I love this. I got it immediately as soon as it came out. Obviously the purple colours are beautiful. It's quite pastel-like as well. It's not too bold or dynamic, and it kind of goes into another colour and then goes back to this purple. I love these people here at the front in the silhouette, that's beautiful, and the design continues onto the back. And I also really love the font that's used here. It's the same one used for all of Khaled Hosseini's books. There's a great consistency among his books. Inside, I think there's a feather thing, which is yellow, and I really love that little touch as well. So just all in all, a beautiful, beautiful hardback book. The next two are part of the same series, so I'll show them together. The first one is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom, and the second one is Hollow City by Ransom. These are beautiful books, probably the most beautiful series that I have on my shelf, because if you look at them together, they look really consistent. They have a really nice consistency. It should be that way around, I think, because that's the first one, that's the second one. These amazing pictures that are used on the back are used throughout the books to really enhance the story being told. I think it really creates an amazing, dark, kind of atmospheric mood, which I really like. I just think they're stunning books, a beautiful vintage design, and I really love reading them, and they look great on my shelf as well. The next book that I would like to share is Clockwork Princess by Cassandra, Clare, and this is the collector's edition, so it's slightly bigger than a regular sized book, and I absolutely love it. I remember as soon as it came out I wanted to get it, because I think there was a thing on Twitter, if I remember correctly, where you had to hashtag something. I don't remember what it was because it was quite a while ago now, but basically you hashtagged that and the picture of the cover was gradually revealed before its release. That was a really exciting thing to take part in, and then as soon as we found out the cover I wanted to get it, because if you look at this beautiful book here with some gold stuff coming out of it, books on book covers are obviously amazing. I really love the font that's used, and the general colour of it actually is really amazing, because the thing I don't like about the Infernal Devices, to be honest, even though I don't want to be too negative, is Clockwork Prince is a different colour to Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Princess. That is green as opposed to this kind of brown colour. It kind of annoys me that they're not all the same colour, because I think it would have looked more consistent. But regardless, this is a beautiful cover. It's probably shining everywhere because it's a crazy, shiny cover feel thing, but it's beautiful. The next one is a book that is from my favourite collection of edition things. I don't even know if that makes sense. It's the Penguin English Library edition collection, and they are obviously beautiful. Every time I mention them I have to talk about the covers because they just wow me, they impress me so much. And the one that I want to share is The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Bronte. I think this is a beautiful cover because I really like these houses and trees. The spines are great as well. They always look very vivid and dynamic on a shelf, and very professional as well. They are obviously very simple, but just so beautiful to look at. I really hope that they remain with this rubber design, or actually return to this rubber design. Recently they've had matte editions, which are not very nice, to be honest. The covers are still the same, but they don't have this rubbery feel, which I really like. And also they don't have pictures of the authors inside like we can see here, which is a shame because it's great to look at the authors. And yeah, so a beautiful book. The next book that I'd like to talk about is one that I've mentioned a lot recently over the summer. It's part of my summer to be read pile, so I haven't yet read it, but I always talk about it every single time I mention it, and it is Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. As I always say, I love the faces here, the two different faces on the front, and the blue as well. The spine is bold and dynamic, probably one of my favourite spines that I own. I just think it's a very effective looking book, and definitely something that grabs your attention if you're in a bookshop. The next book book is one that I actually didn't enjoy reading, so this is probably an exception that the cover is actually better than the content inside the book. It isn't a book I hate, and I understand why some people like it, but personally I didn't get loads from it myself, and it is Where Things Come Back by John Corey Whaley. I really love this very bright blue colour. I think it looks vivid and dynamic, and also the spine is absolutely beautiful with these different fonts. You know, there's like thin writing and bold writing, there's black and white colours, there's this bird on the front. Just all in all a beautiful design. I don't like the fact that they've added these gold things here to advertise the awards that it's won, because even though it's great that a book has won awards, I don't think it really adds much to the overall cover. It kind of spoils the simplicity of the rest of it, but still an amazing, beautiful book. The final book that I'm going to share today is Marina by Ruiz Zafón, one of the books I recently read this month and absolutely loved. And this cover is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This rose here is stunning, and I love the font for Marina. I think that's a very, don't know what font it is. I never know which fonts are which and what the names are, but it's a very beautiful font, and I just think the spine as well is really effective. These are actually part of a new edition of Ruiz Zafón books that have recently been released. I think this is still quite similar to the one that they had before, but it's a bit of a different colouring and just a slightly different design. And also there are little butterfly things on the front which are very significant in the book itself and just really look beautiful on the cover. And if I remember rightly as well, the beginning of each chapter had a really nice design. Like for example, we've got here chapter 1, it just has a really nice design inside. So all in all, beautiful inside and out. So everyone, those were a selection of some of the beautiful books that I own. I absolutely loved going through them today, and I really hope you enjoyed this video as well. Let me know down below in the comments if you've read any of these books, or if you agree with me that they are beautiful covers. Equally, why not make your own video about some of your beautiful books that you own? I would love to see that, and definitely leave me a link anywhere you can so that I can find that and watch it, because I really love looking at book covers. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again in my next video.